Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be working on all my boat motors. So I got this Evinrude 6 horsepower. I cleaned the carb on it and I did some other stuff to it. I greased everything in the impeller because that quit working. But the first time I took it out, it ran for about 5 minutes, terrible. Then it only run when you were messing with the choke. So I cleaned the carb. We're gonna have to test that again. Then I just got these three for free. This one has a good motor, but the lower unit's blown. And then this one, the motor's locked up and the lower unit's good, so I should be able to just swap that lower unit onto that one and we'll have a good 6 horse. So then we could test these two 6 horses and see which one's faster. I don't really know if they'll be the same or not. This one should be faster. I think it's pretty much way lighter. I haven't lifted that one in a while, but we'll see. Then we got this Sears 5 horsepower air cooled. That thing probably is not going to run. I got it to run on starting fluid, but now it only basically popped over, and then it won't start again on starting fluid, so I'm going to have to go through the carb and make sure it's got good spark. And then this is the old reliable Johnson 3.5 horse. This thing, I made a video on it before. I fixed the impeller, but that thing's like unkillable. Because when I got it, you would run it, and since I didn't even know if it needed a water pump or not, but you would run it and it would overheat, and then it sounded like it was locked up. But then you let it cool and it start right back up. And that thing's always ran good. But I think the first thing I'll do is start off taking this lower unit off and putting that one on. Here we go, we got both motors stripped down. This one's pretty much the parts motor. But so here you can see a better look at, I don't even know how that happened, but they're definitely the same. That was like the easiest lower unit I've ever took it out. This one gave me a little bit more trouble, but yeah, we'll just throw the good one back in, and then we should have one good running motor. We might have to clean the carb. I might have to, I don't know. I do know I have to get a new fuel line connector, because I don't have one that's like that, but now I guess I'll just put it back on and then we'll try to start it. Alright, got it swapped over. I struggled a little bit getting the bolts started in there, but it wasn't too bad. But hopefully that works. We got neutral, forward, neutral, reverse. That's a little sloppy. Maybe I'll swap that out for that one. I don't know. We got all the parts from this one to use on that one, so we gotta be able to get one running. But yeah, I think now we could test them. It went on pretty smooth. It might be a little bit different, but all the holes lined up. I'll have to double check, see if this one's the same way on that motor. But there's a little gap there, but it doesn't matter. Bolted right up though. Alright, I got the carb off and I took the fuel lines off. I'm gonna replace the fuel lines, but by the looks of the fuel that came out of this definitely needs clean, so we'll see. Alright, I got the carb all apart. It doesn't look like anything's too dirty, but probably definitely needs a clean. Just like tar from the old gas in there. But we're going to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and we'll see the before and after. Alright, I got the carb all cleaned. Probably looks the same, but I'm going to get it back on and then we'll hook up some new fuel lines and hopefully test it. Alright, I got the carb back on and all new fuel lines ran. So, I gotta get a new one of these things so I could actually run it, but I'll order that. I'm gonna try to get that one running now. Guessing it's fouled spark plug because when you run on starting fluid, it popped once to start with, but we'll clean up the spark plug, see if it's got spark, and then see if it'll run. But this should run once I get the gas. Alright, I decided to take this flywheel off because I gotta see why it's not getting spark. So I took that off with my impact. Then I just pried up right here with a screwdriver and put this nut back on until it's flush with the top of the threads. Then hit it with a hammer a few times to break the flywheel loose. And then I got that off. So now, just like that, that comes off. And guessing it's got points or something, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's got points right there. This camera sucks, so you ain't gonna be able to see nothing. But in there, right about, there's the points. They don't look dirty, so. Not really sure what I gotta do here, but I'll figure it out. Alright, I got the points sanded, readjusted, and now we have spark, so we're gonna see if it starts without cleaning the carb. that's a good sign. I can't believe it ran. Well, I guess now we gotta get some water and put that in the water. Could test that some more, make sure it runs good in there. We're just waiting on that part for the fuel line on that 6-horse so we could see if that runs. But yeah. Alright, I ended up getting this new fuel line connector, so now I can use both motors. And then I got it running. I'll put that clip in here. But I went and tested these motors. The 6-horse ended up being the best. But this one needs the carb tuned, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Hopefully it will rev out then. I think it's just this mixture screw, because I was putting my thumb like right there, and then it would start running good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to test it again to really tune it, because I mean, I'm turning these and it's not really doing much, because when I put my thumb right here, it revs out all the way. But I mean, I don't think it could be clogged. The carb, I just cleaned it and I blow through all the holes. So I'm gonna watch some videos on how to tune it. I might as well take this off because that knob is broke off for that, and it didn't seem to do anything anywhere. I'll check the parts motor real quick. See if that has that knob on it. Yeah. I guess I could swap that out too. But I'm gonna get this tuned, and maybe I'll make a video on it when we go and test it again. But I'll put in some of the clips of me testing these motors out, and then I think that's going to be it for this video though. So if you guys have any tips, leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.